The Border-Gavaskar trophy is just 1 week away. India versus Australia, and things are already falling into place for both the teams. Australia headed out in 2 separate batches. Usman Khawaja, after his visa delay and his passport not being returned, finally boarded the plane and he's coming to India. Remember, the Australians are going to prepare in Bangalore for 4 days, and after that they will come to Nagpur to prepare for the first test. The Indian team, on the other hand, is already assembling in Nagpur for a camp that will be there until the start of the first test. Prior to the camp, there are some 2 major updates regarding the fitness of 2 key players, Shreyas Iyer and Ravindra Jadeja. The first major update on Ravindra Jadeja, I will come to that first. You have to remember that Ravindra Jadeja has not played any kind of cricket ever since the Asia Cup, which was in September. He missed the World T20 because of that injury that he sustained October, November, December and January. For 4 months now, he has not played any form of cricket. Now, the latest report that we have got is that the NCA has given him the all clear in his fitness. He can join the squad in Nagpur. The major update for people who are joining us right now is that Ravindra Jadeja has been given the green signal by the NCA as far as his fitness is concerned, and now he is ready to go and join the squad in Nagpur. Remember, in order to prove his fitness, Jadeja had to play the Ranji game that involved Saurashtra and Tamil Nadu. He bowled 41 overs and took 7 wickets in the second innings after he took 1 wicket in the first innings. Remember, now as far as the protocol is concerned when it comes to fitness and injury management, if a player suffers an injury, he has to go to the NCA first in order to get rehabilitation. Once he goes through the drills and once he goes through the fitness regime, if there is a window, he will have to play a first class game or any form of cricket to ensure that he is match ready. Jadeja got that opportunity in the Ranji game, and that is why now he is fully fit. And he had been saying on social media that it's good to be back. He's already feeling fine. He's game ready. He's ready to take on the Australians in Nagpur. So, the first major bit of good news is that Ravindra Jadeja has been given the all clear for the Nagpur test, and he could, in all likelihood, figure in that test series opener that will begin on February 9th. But it is not so good news for Shreyas Iyer. Because remember, Shreyas Iyer suffered a back injury which ruled him out of the New Zealand series totally. And now, with certainty, Shreyas Iyer has been ruled out of the first test in Nagpur. The update though, the new update is that the NCA, he's undergoing rehabilitation at the NCA and they are monitoring his fitness. This is a precautionary thing so that Shreyas Iyer could come back for the second test that will be held in Delhi. That will begin on February 17th. So, he's still undergoing rehabilitation at the NCA, which means that he will not be there for the camp in Nagpur and he is certain to miss the first test. However, should Iyer get rehabilitation totally and be match ready, he will then be considered for the second test in Delhi. The rehabilitation, and because he is continuing his stay at the NCA, it is because it is a precautionary measure to ensure that his back does not flare up all over again. So, the latest update when it comes to the fitness of 2 individuals, Ravindra Jadeja, green signal. He is fit, totally match ready, and he will probably just slot back in the Indian cricket team for the first test against Australia. On the other hand, Shreyas Iyer, certain to miss the first test. Precautionary measures are there in place so that he can at least feature in the second test onwards. Now there is one more update about Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah is currently undergoing his mental drills, his you may say medical drills. He's undergoing his fitness drills at the NCA. If the NCA is guaranteed that Bumrah will not break down, there is an outside chance that Jasprit Bumrah could feature in the last 2 tests at Dharamshala and Ahmedabad. But in an ODI World Cup year, will the selectors, will the Indian team management risk Jasprit Bumrah in a test matches? I don't think so. Anyway, it is a double whammy. If India wins 2 or 3 or more tests, then they will play the World Test Championship final on June 7th at the Oval. So, whether Jasprit Bumrah comes back for the 2 tests remains to be seen as to how he undergoes his medical drills, his fitness drills at the NCA currently. He's slowly starting to get back to bowling because remember, he had suffered stiffness, and it was that quad stiffness which ensured, and his earlier back issues, that ensured that Bumrah would miss the entire New Zealand and Sri Lanka series at home. Whether he plays in the first 2 tests against, or in the last 2 tests against Australia remains to be seen. But Ravindra Jadeja is a certainty. Shreyas Iyer will miss the first test, but all eyes will be on his fitness, whether he can come back for the second test. For Jasprit Bumrah, a slight outside chance that he may play the last 2 tests because he's already resumed training at the NCA. So, this is the current update we are building up to towards the Border-Gavaskar Trophy. Remember, 7 days later, the first of the preview to the ICC World Test Championship final will be played. India versus Australia at the VCA Stadium in Jamta. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from Sports Today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.